Deem 2024 Hajj fares unacceptable, Senate whip. And there are those who feel like, should we be spending money on this? Whoever wants to go for pilgrims and all of that, why can't they go with their own funds? Especially people would say the argument is with what we're facing economically at the moment. Well, Naira rises to 1,340 Naira in parallel market. When I said 100, I hope somebody wasn't excited. It's actually 1,340 Naira to $1 in the parallel market. That's what it is. And Vice President Shettima expresses confidence as Naira strengthens further. I'm saying get it to 800 and we are good. 800 and we can go from there. 800 and we can go from there. That's just it. And then we can begin to consider other things. But I mean, those who accuse bankers and staffs of the CBN of perhaps manipulating this market, they would have their own reasons to think about it. Because I mean, the question has always been, if you know this much about how money works, it's almost difficult to say that you don't want to use what you know. But we thank God. We just hope that it reflects in the price of commodities in the market. On the other hand, let it show that the dollar to the Naira is dropping. We'll go on a commercial now. As soon as we return, we'll touch on a few more headlines and then we take your contributions. It is 0809-030-6416 on WhatsApp. On Facebook, it's Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Stay with us.
Stay with
search for Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You'd find the Nigeria Info logo there. You see the live stream. Like the page, share the live stream, watch us live, listen to us from wherever you are in the world, and drop your comments. Simple as that. And that's how you get unlimited access to all of our content online on Facebook. On X, it is Nigeria Info PH. All right. Do that and we're good. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0809 030 6416. Let's look at some headlines on the Nation newspaper. This one says rescued pupils reunite with parents. Another one here says Labour Party returns Abure, reserves 2027 presidential ticket for Obi. Tinubu raises 2 critical economic coordination teams. CBN measures on settled forex dealers in Lagos and Abuja. If you go back to the Vanguard, you would find this. NFIU uncovers IPOB cells in 22 countries. That's the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit. 27 cells belonging to IPOB in 22 countries across the world, including the US, UK, Northern Ireland. Those are some of the headlines you would find this morning and on the news. I'm pretty sure you're still abreast with it. If you aren't, let me refresh your memory. Some headlines from the news this morning. Police parade suspected car snatchers in Port Harcourt. Flights disrupted as protest rocks Port Harcourt Airport. Construction of phase 2 of Trans-Calabari Road to be flagged off soon. And you already heard this one. President Tinubu confers award on army personnel killed in Delta State. We get to the phone lines in a matter of moments, but first let's see your posts and comments on Facebook. Again, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the handle. Like the page, share the live stream, drop your comments, and that's it. Interact with all of our content. So this one from Nwankwo Hijrika. The governor is working for the interest of Rivers people and its development. Tamino Tekena says, okay. Tango Ability says, I wonder why Labour Party would conduct the National Convention instead of conducting ward and state congresses first. Iwogu says, Vice President Shettima expresses confidence as Naira strengthens further. They should make sure it reflects on goods in the market. Skifu Pere says, nothing will cut short my tenure, Governor Fubara. Raymond Aliko, good morning. You can't have federal airport in a place and there's no impact in the host community. I totally support the protest of the women. Christian Williams says the brutal killing of over a dozen soldiers in Delta states is highly condemnable and there can never be a justification for it. Justice Ori says Friday and Monday public holiday for Easter celebration. Christians should put this nation in prayer as we celebrate. Lorenzo Delight comes back to say those car snatchers arrested by the police should be dealt with. People should be safety conscious. Gifting Sirim says the governor talking about delivering dividends of democracy to the people. May I remind him that people are hungry and the hunger is caused by government complacence. Comrades Iceberg says Naira continues to gain strength. The CBN and the bank should be closely monitored. Ogo Jene Justice says Labour Party returns Abure as chairman and reserve 2027 presidential ticket for Obi. INEC should register Labour Party. Round face. I don't know what that means though. Chibike Kenga said that he made Amechi governor. Indeed, it's laughable. Wanyan Wobioma Noble says Federal Airport Authority should settle their host community. You can't be making use of the land and you don't provide basic amenities. It's disheartening. They should settle them or protest must go on. I don't support evil. Ayana Ugu says, good morning, Ifeemi. Nothing will cut my tenure. It's a true talk. Our governor is untouchable. Adi Oji Okeosisi on Facebook says, poverty is on duty, no food. Remember, at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, that's where we are. So we're on Facebook taking your comments. So wherever you are watching, keep those comments coming in and don't forget to share the live stream. Alero Spief says, good morning. Fans should with immediate effect take care of their host communities to avoid further protests. And Adi Oji Okeosisi says, poverty is on duty. Okay, I think we took that already. You sent it again. So keep the comments coming in on Facebook. We'll be taking as much as we can. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, that's the handle. And don't forget on X as well, Nigeria Info PH. Would also be taking your comments on X shortly. Stanley Nonso says, NFIU are there like they're always chasing shadows. Which one is the uncover cells in 22 countries? Those are officials, not cells, because they're not hidden and they're registered with host countries. Okay. Sadly, they are blind to Boko Haram's financial base. Hypocrites, he calls them. All right. On X, Nigeria Info PH would also be taking your comments there. So don't forget to join us on X as well. Let's go to the phone lines now and hear from you. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. We'll start with JJ. Is calling from Rumigbo this morning. Good morning, JJ. Go ahead.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Very welcome.
I have told people before, and I will say it again, that our governor, Siminalayi Fubara, came prepared. And he has rolled off his sleeve to make sure River State is developed. Why am I saying this? The real Trans-Abari Road will be flagged up soon. This is the real road that will connect almost all the Kalabari communities. And I tell you, by the time he's done with it, so for me, let's all have faith, cross our fingers, and walk with the man that God has given us. Andrew, I'm not a football fan, but I remember a German guy, Oliver Bierhoff. At the time in the World Cup, he was brought in the second half, and you know what happened at the end of the day. So he's playing like that, Oliver Bierhoff. And I want to say kudos to the police for the job they have done, which doctor all of them snatching people's car. And if you know what people pass through before they buy a car right now, and somebody will just come, the car is gone. No, now, conclusively, Chubike Ikenga want to hear his story of how he made people, governor, speaker, and all those. I'm interested in that episode. Thank you very much.
All right, let's get on to our next caller, and now we go to Bori. Leighton Barry, good morning.
Good morning, Ifeami Andrew.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me look at where women protesters barricaded the airport. The thing that marvels me a lot in this country is that anytime we have challenges, people have to do it by protest. There is no how you can meet the authority and tell them your challenges or your problem, and they will ever adhere to it without allowing you to go through stress and trouble times. It is very bad. I want to ask, those are leaders who are political leaders who gave authorities to some of these international communities to come and do business in Nigeria. How do they negotiate with them? That our people have to go through ordeals. Look at when we talk about oil impacted sites in some of these oil communities. They have to go through these things, environmental degradation, and the companies will not even recognize that, these people live and they breathe, and some of these things can affect them, and they will allow the people to come and maybe do a protest and all that before they can hear. Even with the protest, there will still be challenges with police that they will not adhere to them. It is painful, my brother. It is painful. It calls for my concern this morning, and I ask Nigerian government to put a stop to all this, because it has not bring any headway, neither bringing hardship
all right,
to our
Barry.
people.
Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew Femi, good morning.
All right, good morning, Ida.
Go ahead. The
ahead.
righteous rule, the people rejoice. This is my first time seeing a governor using reverse money for reverse people. Trans-Calabar Road and Ikwere Igbeda Road. Those places are now Opopo Nkoro, where the governor come from. He has never faced Opopo Nkoro. Is tackling other people, not like the former governor, doing everything for their father. Our governor is not like that. He wants to face other place. Our place will be the last place. I want to believe the governor, that the governor will take River State to the promised land. He's a good governor. Look, I'll talk about sanitation. The River State is dirty. Can tackle that matter. And I believe by December, River State will turn to Dubai. I believe this governor. And I heard that he wants to bring back our Canary Reef. God will bless him. He bring good things for River State. We have tourist center. I'm pleading with him to come to Tourist Beach to please renovate that place so that we go to zoo, the same thing. Please, I'm begging him to do that for us. Thank you very much. God bless. I remain on the regular.
Justice from Omudioga. Good morning.
Distinguished Andrew. Good morning, sir.
All right, morning to you, Justice.
Yes, Justice Ori from Omudioga. Andrew, the police parade suspected car snatchers in Port Harcourt. Andrew, I am very happy with this news. Andrew, it is recorded in our minds now that whenever evil is perpetrated, give the police time, they will apprehend the masterminders. It's a very good one. I think when you catch these people that perpetrate evil and insecurity in the land, you apprehend them, parade them. It gives us joy. It makes us feel that the police and the security agencies are working. I want to say big kudos to them. They should keep up their good work. And then federal government declares Friday and Monday as public holidays to mark the Easter celebration. I want to congratulate Christians all over the world, especially those in Nigeria. I want to pray, I want to beg and plead that as we celebrate this Easter, we should not just go back to the house to eat rice or celebrate. Let us show love and reflect on the true meaning of Easter celebration. And most importantly, let us put this country in prayer. Dollar is weakening, Naira is gaining strength, but yet it is not reflecting in the economy. There is insecurity in the land. We should not leave it alone for the government. While the government is doing their part, we Christians and we Nigerians should support the government by putting this country in prayer. God needs to intervene for us. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Justice Abinoye from Abua. Over to you now. Good morning.
Good morning, CME Andrew. I want to thank CPDC for the work they are doing, clamping down on the car stealing syndicates. I think they are disturbing so much, but I still want them to try because there are motorcycle stealing syndicates in the suburbs. If those ones are being trapped, it will also help us. I also want to look at the slain security men, the president giving them posthumous. I think it's a good one, but it's beyond that. It's beyond attending these barriers, because we have to look, in front. Also, I want to look at the issue of Angbashim. Some time ago, we were told that the head of Angbashim had been seen. I do not know how the head of a DPO looks like, but I want something to be done to this man who have been patriotic. Thank you.
All right. Uche from Ichie. Uche Ken. Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Yep, morning.
Yes, I want to look at protests disrupt flight activities at Port Harcourt International Airport yesterday. Please, listening to what the women said or what they were saying, I think that protest should continue. Because white and paper agreements are no longer active. The women said there is no water. There is no network. Andrew, have you been to Ipo, Ozoha, and other sister communities before? They are still raising their phone up in search of network. Are you aware? If you go to those houses or those areas, please inform your people, because definitely they will not get in contact with you. Those networks are being disrupted by the flight activities. And the people they are thought or feel they cannot do anything for them. They are using people's property and they cannot give them anything in return. I pray that protest will not result what I am thinking. I came from Umekem community. It was as a result of Shell, please do something for us. We embarked on a protest. And on that process, we lost our Royal Highness and other citizens. Please, if you are using something that does not belong to you, you know what to do as a responsible person. Then police arrested and paraded car snatchers and their native doctors. Andrew, have you seen native doctors this year or the waxing anyhow? Going on convoy? I believe it is time for us to draw attention towards them. Some of them did not ensure their calling anymore, since they said it is a calling. Then go do charms for you. You go thief, carry them, make money. I think now then police supposed go arrest now. Like some of them in Ogeda, they are all millionaires. What are they working and what are they doing? Police go after them. I take it.
All right, thank you very much. In a chase still, we now turn to Lugard. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew. Greetings from a chair to you.
All right, go on, Lugard.
Good morning. Yes, I want to talk on TBK Ikenga's statement. It's very unfortunate. Please, I want to beg politicians in Rivers State to allow the sleeping dog to lie. The Amechi keeping quiet does not mean that he's weak or he does not know what to say. As much as I know in Rivers State, he remains the best politician Rivers State have ever produced, the history of Rivers State. So for someone like TBK Ikenga to say he made Amechi what he is, or governor, how old was TBK Ikenga when Amechi was governor? He's the same man who was washing cars for Amechi, cleaning Amechi's house. Today, he's coming to say he made Amechi governor. It's unfortunate. On the statement, award of Trans-Kalabari Road by the governor, I want to say if it will be done to be a very good one. Now the governor have woken up from slumber based on the critics from Lugaman and so many Rivers people. You see, Lesotho was sworn, the same day governor was sworn in. Go to Abia and see what Lesotho is. We are hearing in Rivers State is they are disturbing. Who is disturbing Simile Fubara? Simile Fubara is he gets allocation as at when due. He gets the revenue as at when due. Who is disturbing him? And he moves anyhow when he wants to move. Who is disturbing Simile Fubara? I want to call on him to
point made.
Make sure that he develops Rivers State.
Thank you.
What he can do in a chair.
But going forward, remember it's Governor Fubara or Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Please don't forget that. Very important. You would address him accordingly. All right. So let's not get carried away and forget that. Innocent from Ubima. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm Chief Innocent. I'm calling from Ubima.
Go ahead, Innocent.
Yeah, you see, it is unfortunate that people have been calculated. TBK Ikenga, who claim to have made Amechi whom he is, should have been languishing in shame. TBK Ikenga was what chairman of PDP. He was not in PDP when all of us were in PDP. TBK Ikenga was not in PDP. TBK Ikenga was an errand boy to hold the life of Chidi Wilioka, who brought him into the system. And this is a man who is too greedy to the point that he became SA minister. At the time, he was a member of Federal Carapeters. And all these things were all Amechi's effort on his life, in his life. So TBK Ikenga is to be an irony, an opposite statement that Amechi is an ingrate. TBK Ikenga is an ingrate. This is a man who was made local government chairman by Amechi. And during that time, he became God. And his will was so high that the local government brought him back. The community protested he should leave, which as a local government chairman. So what is this? He should be languishing in shape instead of calling for an act of sincerity.
All right.
So a lack of sincerity on the side of TBK Ikenga. Whom the wife has walked long ago with the wife of the former governor of Rivers State. So he has never been a good ally to Amechi. TBK Ikenga just came in and decided to be backbiting people in order to buy favor from TBK Ikenga. So I call on the Rivers people and the Nigeria at large. So this regard of the statement, it is out of sight and out of hearing.
All right. Thank you, Innocent. We have two Samuels on the line, one from Omerelu and the other from Rumu Kalagbo. All right. So let's hear from Samuel in Omerelu. We'll start with you. And then we go over to Rumu Kalagbo afterwards. Good morning, Samuel.
Good morning, my brother.
All right, go on.
You see, women protest at airport is a welcome development. Do you know that when it comes to Omagwan itself, my brother, no light. If it's not because of our brother Grant, who is working tirelessly to make sure that to give us street light, how can someone have such a big this and don't have light? We still say we have airport, no water, no better school for the community. I bet government should be the needful to help the community out of that darkness. Then in the road, governor want to fly up. It's a welcome development. I also want to urge governor to remember that Omerelu GSS road that will connect to Were. That place has been abandoned. And during the Amechi period, they gave it to Amechi Lloyd. And up to now, that road has been under abandonment. So they should try to help Omiloli out of that road, because if you go to that GSS Omiloli, everywhere is totally bad. Then on the issue of employment going on, please, they should do the needful, make sure that they employ youth, because the youth of Rivers State are hungry. And if they are hungry, you know what hungry means. Please, they should employ them, because not after the whole dinner they will say they have sacked them back as they did in Ajuru and the other institutions. I know our governor is not out of governor. He should do the needful. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Let's go to Remo Kalagbo now. Samuel, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome.
I want to say that the circumference of Trans-Kalabari route by the governor, I think it's a welcome development. I also want to advise that this the Rivers State governor, Simeon Fubara, should focus on industry. They should build an industry for Rivers people that will bring enough employment for Rivers people. I think industry will bring employment to make our youth to get a job in very area of their capacity they know they can do. This industry that will bring improvement in Rivers State, this industry that will bring employment for Rivers people, it should go to one local government and build better industry that will bring local government, that will bring development in that local government. That is what Rivers people need. Now, Simione Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, think about this thing that we are saying. Build an industry. We need an industry. That is what Rivers people need now. If the road is okay for us, they should build an industry that will bring employment. Go to one rural area, one local government, and build an industry.
All right, thank you, Samuel.
That is what I wanted to advise the governor.
All right. I think for that to work, is the government can only create the environment, and then you have investors come in. You can pull the investors in, and then give them the right environment to work and have the right agreements, so that nobody takes advantage of anybody, and that can work. I remember I spoke to the Commissioner of Information about the syringe factory that we have here, and I'm pretty sure there's a huge investment, and certain I's need to be dotted and T's crossed to get that to work again. We used to have several companies in Rivers State. I mean, when you go to the industrial estate, you would know what I'm saying. If you were in Rivers State in the early 2000s and all of that time, in the 90s, you would love what was happening. And I'm pretty sure what many people mean is that we get back to that place where we have different companies. We have we're not going to recycling, plastic companies, factories, textile, name it, just name it. But one step at a time. We create the environment and we attract the investors, and I think that would be the expectation. That would be the expectation. A short commercial is on the way. Let's see if we can take a few more messages. This one from Uzotam Ziki says, the governor may not build 1,000-kilometer roads, 100 overhead bridges, and donate Rivers money to other states, but I'm sure he will lift Rivers State from capital of unemployment that it was in the past 8 years. Chile Edwin says, nothing indeed can cut short the tenure of our governor because he has proven to be for the people, and the people are behind him. Tamina Dekanada Gogo says, the police bursting car snatching gangs in supply chain is good, parading them and not prosecuting them is equally bad. Okay. On X, let's go to X now and take some messages. At skillful_Piro says, please nab witch doctor, 25 others linked to car snatching. Snatching of 79 cars in Rivers State. Kudos to the police. They should arrest them, jail them, prosecute them. I can't say kill them. You can't just kill them. They have to go through the process of prosecution, found guilty of the crimes, and then the court will give the punishment that's deserving of whatever crime they have committed or found guilty of. Let's take a commercial now. The business news comes up at 7.
You are tuned in to Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.